You know, that the only true God really is the Son. Without the Son, we will not exist. No matter how much you pray, He's the Creator. That's the reason all religions worship the Son. And also the sperm. You know, our procreation instinct. The sperm, the river of life, as well as the lady's breast milk. An enigma to ancient civilizations. Today, evolutionary biology, astrophysics, they know where the mysterious things are. And the most mysterious thing of all is our brain. That's what we create thought with, and also the psychosis of God belief. A fact. All this sand here, there are as many galaxies as grains of sand on the planet. But we have the same thing in our brains, as many neurons and connections as the universe, galaxies. The desert, beautiful desert. It's nice to enjoy it when we have a healthy, in other words, an atheist brain. Nothing around here. Hi friends, this is Capun Piso. I'm going to present more facts, all emanating from my very healthy, in other words, atheist brain. More truth. We create thought with the brain, not with any other organ. And neurology proves it. Science. Remember, if you believe in imaginary friends or in God, you are a theotard, stuck in the past. This is the 21st century. No God. Desert. Beautiful Arizona. We have to realize what's knowledge. You know, accumulation of knowledge. I will not survive here. You know, despite all the knowledge I have, all the language that I speak, all the information, history, science, all that, I will not survive. And you know why? Because I don't have the knowledge of survival, how to survive here. But you know, Native American or a native from the area, they know that. They are the only ones that will survive when there is no electricity, no iPods, no telephones, no communications. They know how to survive in this desert, in the wasteland. Beautiful. So, survival depends also on the knowledge that we have of our environment and everything. Proper knowledge for the proper situation. We aim at propagating the species and also survival for millions of years. We are evolved mutated primates that create the bizarre metamagical beliefs of gods and imaginary friends when our brains malfunction. We are the crazy ape that could make our own species of primate extinct because we have this cognition, self-awareness, consciousness created by born a virus that is in our genome that due to many factors made the primate brain evolve over 49 million years ago. And here we are. All these factors made the brain evolve into the Homo sapiens brain, the one that it is crazy. That's the reason we are crazy apes. The only species of primate that is crazy. They have these really weird things because creating cognition. And that's our problem. We call it intelligence, we call it Homo sapiens, but we're actually nothing but a crazy ape. And we have to be aware of that. If not, our species will become extinct. First, we have to extirpate and remove the psychosis and mental illness of God belief. And that's what we have to be aware of it. Realizing that believing God is a mental illness, psychopathy, not different than schizophrenia. That's the reason. The truth is, religion is organized schizophrenia. It's a form of psychosis that nobody seems to see. I'll expose it. I have a lot of evidence, a lot of connections that I can expose that. And this is the glorious, amazing, beautiful, healthy paradise on earth, Arizona. Too bad it's infected with cryptopsychotics. That is the only problem. The whole country is amazing, ignorant, theotarted, evolved mutated primates that believe in resurrecting zombies that say with blood. In other words, Christians, which are stuck in the past. Thus, they are theotarted.
It's an organization ever endorsed a presidential candidate.
Look at this idiot talking.
Endorse a set of ideas and principles, and it is that we do want to see this economy going well. We think, though, the way to a strong economy is a part of the culture.
This guy's one of the Christians.
Shrink the size
Look at this.
and scope of government. We got to first strengthen the American family, and that has been a message.
Strengthen the American family.
It's also a message of Newt Gingrich.
And they never tell him.
It was a message.
This guy is thinking with the brain. He believes in resurrecting zombies that are real. That is a psychosis.
To talk about something that has been in the news for the last couple of days. I'll play this for you and then we'll talk about it.
The problem is faith psychosis. You know, faith created in the brain is always inversely proportional to the knowledge and information the brain gathers, because we are born out of coitus and evolved mutated primates, product of a DNA toolkit. So if you have faith, you have less knowledge, less information. Like a little kid that believes and has faith the Tooth Fairy and Santa are real. And of course, when he grows up, if he has a good brain, healthy brain, then he dissipates. Those delusions and fantasies dissipate completely, and then he realizes that they are fantasies and they are not the truth. People with malfunctioning brains, when they're young, genetic malfunction, they still keep believing the same fantasies despite an education. So, and this is what happened to all religious and people that believe in God that are educated. And today we know that all the thoughts and ideas and concepts are created in our brains. And we are part of everything that you see here. DNA toolkit proves it. We are part of all this. We are one with this. Our body has bacteria and viruses and all the DNA and all that. We are part of every little thing in the planet. And cryptopsychotics and people infected with faith psychosis do not realize this scientific fact. Sad, poor people. And they suffer with the same delusions of imaginary friends as people suffering from temporal lobe epilepsy, schizophrenia, cognitive dissonance. The fact is, we create God with our brains. Can anybody remove the blindfolds out of the news media and so they can question the mental health of these cryptopsychotic infected imbeciles? The people television and media don't realize that we're created by a fuck. And then we have a DNA toolkit, and then we are 9 months later we emerge, lacking belief on anything. And this
about the Catholic Church.
And these morons, the creators of Christianity, the Catholic, which means universal, church,
we provide our employees through contraception,
and they don't pay taxes,
and abortion-inducing drugs,
idiots,
violate our conscience, or we
believe your Christ psychosis. That's what he does.
No health insurance coverage at all.
Now he comes, he says, okay, we fixed it. Just the long-range implications.
Contraception, exactly.
Are going to be favorable to
This
the
imbecile doesn't know he created guy with the brain.
28 states have mandated this before. No one
Exactly.
said anything.
Exactly.
James, those 28 states don't require religious organizations to provide insurance under penalty of a fine. That's apples and oranges.
There were religious institutions provided before, but the president compromised. And again, I come back to the point is, birth control pills act.
See? Schizophrenia.
This is about whether or not a religious organization is going to be forced to do something that they find morally repugnant, that violates their conscience, including, by the way, the morning after pill and abortifacients and various medicines that will induce an abortion.
Trying to talk reason with a schizophrenic. You can't.
Understand that forcing them to
To
violate
them,
their conscience,
like the religious psychosis,
violation of their First
2
Amendment
plus 2
rights.
equals any number they think it is,
Remember,
except
when you're
4.
losing an argument, don't try to talk. Don't try to talk down to me. You're losing the argument.
That's right.
The president came across being reasonable.
Exactly.
If we were losing the argument, why did he capitulate?
Exactly.
Again, excuse me for speaking while you interrupted, Ralph, but I think part of being a good Christian is letting another person have his say-so.
Psychotic. People don't understand that associated with pedophilia, homosexuality, sadomasochism, and all these ideas are creations of Christianity 2,000 years ago. Believing God is a psychosis. It's good for nothing. It's like cancer of the brain. We don't need it. That's the reason we have the problem in Syria, all over the world. These people killing each other because of these damn religious beliefs. They're created by the brain. It's a malfunction like a schizophrenia. It's a psychopathy. And if you believe in a resurrected zombie that's saved with blood, we're a sadomasochistic pervert. And all Christians believe in this torture and saving with blood. They belong in mental institutions. That is
don't show any weakness and just grind them down. Now, the one problem they faced on is the regime is not an oil-rich regime. It's not like Saudi Arabia. It can't bribe its people.
Those who ignore the past or don't know the past are condemned to repeat it. And all of it is due to religious psychosis. It started,
going forward,
over 2,000 millennia ago.
This is not a regime that can outlive these sanctions and all this
religious beliefs are nothing but a form of mental illness. No different than schizophrenia. And we shouldn't have them in the 21st century.
We are here to recalls here.
That's the reason we have these problems.
On the Syrian rebels. I want you to put
exactly the problem.
If you will, in the
found change in the electorate, the Republican primary electorate, when they came out this week, and I think clearly it's bad news for President Obama. That's really what this says, because voters.
Woman is crazy. She's Christian. Why don't you ask her? She believes in imaginary friends to be reality.
The president, I think, fatally.
And the mind is created by the brain. It's not created by the ass or the heart or any other organ.
I think that this struck.
So this woman is crazy. She doesn't understand.
And that's why they sent a very strong signal, because they're recognizing these issues are important.
Christians believe in imaginary friends to be reality. And that's a psychopathy. That's just the same like
Santorum. But also I think the voters haven't made up their mind yet about which candidate they're going to embrace.
Idiots.
It shows an incredible reversal of the disease in mice. I want to turn now to CNN's senior medical correspondent, Elizabeth Cohen, to tell us all about it. Elizabeth, how...
Thanks to science. Saying thanks to science.
Everybody knows someone.
And if you believe in resurrecting zombies that say with blood and all that crap, religious,
are genuinely
you will never be able to understand science.
Baseball was promising, but
this is all science.
Huge caveat. This is mice.
Because they don't understand. Christian psychotic people don't understand evolution, biology.
And the reason is that they got
we evolved. We are mutated, evolved primates.
Very dramatic results with mice.
And they don't understand that. And they believe in these resurrecting zombies.
Their memories improve. I know these pictures look weird, and I'm going to explain them.
Within a short amount of time.
Within 72 hours.
Okay.
Within 72 hours. That's a great point. So see how there are a bunch of tissue papers all over that cage on the left?
Yes, ma'am.
So researchers put them there, and what a normal mouse does instinctively is they put them in a corner and form a nest.
Right.
Alzheimer's mice with Alzheimer's, like the one in the cage on the left, they don't know what to do with them.
They kicked him, hit him with a tire, punched him. What did
psychosis,
tell you?
pedophilia, homophobia, sin, psychopathy,
after he walked out of this
the Holocaust,
to an ambush waiting for
Christian
him.
Hitler.
Before we roll this video, I want to warn you at home, you may want to ask kids to leave the room. This is the video. And
just because he's gay.
And punching, kicking, laughing, yelling derogatory comments. And you can see them throw a tire at him right there. And Brandon White says after all that happened, he basically walked away. He says those men ran away. I sat down with him to talk to him about those moments after the attack and to talk to him about how he felt after realizing that that video was posted online. Listen. We're brazen enough.
They're Christians.
That video online.
They're psychotics.
He is putting
on a mental institution. They're psychopaths.
National exposure and
just like Nazis, because Nazis are all Christians. Christian Hitler. It's all due to Christianity. The Christ psychosis of Christianity.
They were calling him the F word, and you know what that means. It's a derogatory term for gay men. Yeah,
no, it's a sin. Exactly.
F words here in this neighborhood, and then call.
Is that the news media never question the mental health of the people they interview. Never. Regardless, they talking about all these stupid, irrational, bizarre beliefs of resurrecting zombies, of Christianity, and nobody questions them. Why don't they interview schizophrenics? They act exactly the same. These people are psychopaths. And this is the problem. This is something they don't understand. And these people, religious people, are no different than schizophrenics. I mean, you can Google Dr. Sapolsky and Dr. Ramachandran. We create all the thoughts and those bizarre beliefs of resurrecting zombies and all that with the brain. And educated people that know better, and they're still believing in Santa Claus to be real and Winnie the Pooh and zombie Jesus and all that, and resurrecting prophets like Allah and Muhammad and all that stuff. These people are sick, and they're no different than schizophrenics, and they should realize that. And this is the problem. It's a disorder nobody sees, including mentally healthy, in other words, atheists like Dawkins and Harris and Dennett. These people don't tell it like it is. I have no idea why these brilliant scholars don't link believing God to a neurological disorder like schizophrenia. They're the same mathematical beliefs. Come on.
Official symbol of the Marine Corps.
It's a symbol of the sun.
Sanctioned by the Marine Corps.
Idiots.
But it has popped up on T-shirts over the years.
Of course.
Take a look at
symbol of the sun.
Marine Corps statement on what they determined.
Christian Nazism.
This picture that the unit took. They said disciplinary action was not warranted.
Of course not.
Further, all Marines in the unit
all the Christian
any
hate
behavior would not
Christ
be tolerated, and further display could result in punishment. Not to be racially motivated. Those involved
it's a Christian symbol.
Could be misinterpreted and is not in keeping with our Marine Corps.
Well, it should. They're all Christians. This is the problem in the United States. These people are so stupid. Those who ignore or don't know the past are condemned to repeat it. And what do you think this is? Where do you think the swastikas come from? It's a symbol of the sun. It's all over Rome in the Arapakis in Imperial Rome. Christianity is a mental illness. Hitler was a Christian. Henry Ford and a lot of American industrialists love their fellow Christian Hitler in 1932, and they contribute money to elect Hitler. American industrialists. And Henry Ford is one of them. So Americans, wake up. They're so damn stupid. They're ignorant. Where do you think this helmet comes from? What kind of a helmet is the American troops wear? How come anybody can be such a stupid assholes? And this is all thanks to damn Christianity. It's a piece of shit mental illness, and I'm getting pissed off at it. America has the most stupid people ever. They are 23rd in science. Thanks to what? To the piece of shit Christian infection that nobody sees. Including atheists like Dawkins and Dennett and Maris and all that stuff with their head up their ass. They don't understand that believing God, believing resurrecting zombies in this 21st century created by the brain is no different than the bizarre mathematical beliefs in schizophrenia. schizophrenia. So this all comes from the Roman Empire. That's the reason Hitler, Christian Hitler, you unified three religions. He unified the Roman Empire religion of German paganism. They call it paganism, but it's the religion of the Roman Empire. Then he had, Germany was divided in Lutheranism, so Christianity from Martin Luther. They wrote a book called From the Juden die Lügen, From the Jews and their Lies. Ask any Lutheran. And he wrote a Bible too, the Protestant Reformation. And then the Catholic, which is the universal religion of the Christus. And then Hitler had all these people fighting each other, the Lutherans and the Catholics, so he united the three of them with German, and that's the reason he used the Roman symbol of the swastika, he used the swastika, used the cross. This is a cross. This is a cross. It's a Christian thing. They have, look at the Christian crosses. And, German tombs, they have a Christian ceremonial funeral. They have Christian marriages, celebrate Christmas, and everything. And they don't understand that. The KKK is a Christian organization. So, and they don't understand. The piece of shit Republican assholes infected with Christianity don't understand it. And this stupid Catholic priest wearing a dress, complaining about abortion. This piece of shit don't have no reason to say anything. Obama is just too nice. And of course, he can never be elected if he says that he's mentally healthy, in other words, an atheist. But this is the problem in this country. That's the reason they have a piece of shit like Ralph Reed and the rest of the Christian morons. They're no different than schizophrenics. And people don't see it. And churches, they keep infecting the people and children, raping their minds. And they attack people of being pedophile. Pedophilia was created by Christianity, Christian thinking. They stagnate the intellect. And it's a psychopathy. It's a disgusting disease. And nobody sees it. It's all over America. Christian psychosis, all over the place. But these are the facts. American troops wore German helmets. It's an excellent design. Look at the armors, the German armors on the 12th, 13th century. They had the same thing. And this comes from the Roman Empire. It's a defense mechanism. But in the Roman Empire, it's a symbol of command. Idiots! Everything in the American army comes from Roman pagan religion, from the Roman Empire. American laws come from the Roman Empire. The religion, piece of shit religion, all come from the Roman Empire, believing of the Christus. That was Julius Caesar, the Christus. The days of the week are 7 gods of the Roman Empire. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. And the stupid, cry-psychotic, infected imbeciles, so from the neurological disorder like stagnation, don't understand it. It's disgusting. And then the news media are so stupid that they don't question the mental health of these stupid assholes stuck in the Middle Ages. All the Christians are stuck in they're stagnated. Look at the dresses the Catholic Church wears. Look at the Mormons. Wearing all these dresses from the 18th century and all these different women in the 19th century. They're all the same. They're stuck in the past. Look at the Amish. Every religion is stuck in the past. They are theotarded. Their minds are stuck in different centuries. This is the 21st. Brain creates God. If you believe in God, you're a theotard. You're stuck in the past. You suffer from mental disorder. Simple as that. And I forgot, of course, this SS is a symbol, is Sig. That's the reason they say Sig Heil. Roman salute, Sig Heil. To the highest of the sun god. That's a salute. And it's from the runic alphabet. People should get educated. Especially the cry-psychotic imbeciles and the Americans. Americans are very stupid because they don't teach them anything. All the schools are infected with cry-psychosis, with Christian piece of shit garbage, stuck in the Middle Ages and theotarded. And they don't teach children what is going on. And the parents are infected, so they corrupt their minds also. This is the problem. These are runes, runic alphabet. This is what Christian Hitler got his symbols. The 6 so, and there are various alphabet, ancient alphabets.
And you were there, you saw this science fair. The administration is trying to figure out how do we get more kids to be like Joe?
Get rid of religion.
Involved in math and science.
Christians, that's the reason you're doing so poorly.
Not doing as well as we used to.
In zombies.
Around the world, right?
Oh yeah, there's a couple of assessments, right?
Yeah.
Part of it.
Get rid of religion. It's number one.
This is part of it.
Idiots.
Celebrating achievement in science, especially academic competitions, come to the White House to celebrate.
Exactly. And get rid of the churches. They stagnate the brain.
But there were
keep people stupid.
Several.
The problem is that this Christ psychotic wants to reproduce. All these people want to fuck everybody and reproduce and no control, population control. And they all criticize China because China says 1 child per family. That should be mandatory in the United States, but you cannot do anything with Christ psychotic infection. And these kids are kept in their minds are retarded, are just stuck in the past. And it's fault of the parents. And then, of course, they go to church every Sunday. And people they don't go to church, brought up in mentally healthy families, like atheist families, don't believe this stuff and trying to... all the influence around them. By government agencies, by their peers, by friends that are going to church and all that stuff. So these little kids are confused. And it's very, very difficult to survive when you're living in an insane asylum. If you're mentally healthy, and then you're living in an insane asylum with a bunch of, you're surrounded by nothing but schizophrenics and people who suffer on top of a lot of epilepsy and crazy people, and they're only like 10 kids are 10 persons are okay in an insane asylum, and they're okay, but you're surrounded by 300 or 400 patients. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult to any kids to survive and become intelligent. Surrounded by the government, there are a bunch of lunatics. Look at the GOP. They are Christ psychotic infected imbeciles stuck in the Middle Ages. The teachers are stupid and theotarded and imbeciles. And all these beliefs that they have, they're crazy beliefs in this 21st century. And the atheists don't do anything because they say to cower and pussies. They don't say it like it is. Dawkins doesn't say it like it is. He doesn't say, hey, I'm an evolved mutated primate, and this is the way we create the thought with the brain. He never says that. And he writes the God delusion. And the other idiot, Sam Harris, write a letter to the Christian nation. Christianity, he doesn't know what Christianity is. Christianity is a title of head priest, where Queridos Mengistas. He doesn't know his history. A letter to a Christian, no, why don't he say a letter to a Christ psychosis infected nation, a psychopathy infected nation, a schizophrenic nation. That's the way he should have said. But atheists don't say anything. And then, of course, the government is all infected. And this is the problem in this country. So I hope this helped. In this 21st century, if you believe in God's imaginary friends, you are theotarded, you have a problem with your brain. The brain is the creator of thinking, of the mind, not any other organ. So keep that in mind. The only people that are sane is people that can tell the difference between fact from fiction. And those are atheists, mentally healthy atheists. If you are an atheist and you suffer from disease, you start, you get trauma to the brain, you start believing in different things and weird things and all that, and you have then you are no longer an atheist. You are sick. So atheist is the same person. People that believe in conspiracy theories and all this, and they say, well, I'm an atheist. They are not atheists. They have a problem with the brain because they believe in irrational things, void of evidence. So keep that in mind. Keep your brain healthy. In other words, atheist. Patch.